In the next 30 seconds, you'll discover when molasses helps growth, when it hurts, and the simple schedule top farmers use to unlock better performance without metabolic problems. Most advice tells you how much to feed, but timing may matter even more. Molasses, a sweet, energy-rich byproduct, has long been used to improve palatability, boost energy, and increase feed intake. But not all feeding is equal. Farmers who feed molasses indiscriminately often see temporary feed intake increases only to watch gains flatten later. Why would an additive that increases intake slow growth? Let's break down the science of what molasses actually does in the animal's digestive system. Molasses is mostly sugar, a rapidly fermentable source of energy. It fuels rumen microbes and can boost feed digestibility and energy availability. This is why it often improves intake when used correctly. But too much sugar, too sudden or too long, changes rumen fermentation. This can reduce fiber digestion, depress metabolic efficiency, and even risk rumen acidosis. It's not the sugar that's evil. It's the timing and duration of exposure that can backfire. Now, let's reveal the growth-killing timing mistake that almost everyone makes. Here's the mistake: feeding high levels of molasses too early or for too long without a proper adaptation period or balance with roughage. Without adaptation, rumen microbes get shocked, leading to slower net gain. Studies show feeding high molasses levels beyond about 3 weeks can start to negatively impact rumen buffering systems and overall metabolism. Short pep-up feeding works. Long-term, unbalanced feeding fails. Let's look at the research and understand the sweet spot for molasses feeding. Research on goat kids showed that adding up to 30% molasses improved growth for up to about 3 weeks. Beyond that, advantages faded and metabolic markers began shifting. That extra sugar wasn't all gain. It stressed rumen fermentation after just a few weeks. Timing isn't just important. It can flip a benefit into a burden. Molasses drives rapid fermentation, which is great short-term, but we need to maintain the balance of rumen microbes. Too much sugar for too long shifts the microbial balance, reducing fiber digestion and lowering overall growth efficiency. The sugar eaters outweigh the fiber digesters. Molasses increases total volatile fatty acids, but if the microbial environment isn't stable, this can reduce net energy use and lower potential for meat growth over time. It's not about feeding more, it's feeding with rhythm. So here's how to use molasses without killing growth. Follow this practical timing guide. Use molasses for short-term boosts, specifically 1 to 3 weeks. Add it early in a finishing phase or when forage quality dips to safely lift intake and energy. Always pre-adapt by introducing molasses gradually over about a week so rumen microbes can adjust. And most importantly, always pair with adequate forage so fiber digesters aren't shut down. Avoid continuous high levels of molasses. If feeding beyond 3 weeks at high inclusion, be aware that metabolic issues and decreased performance can emerge. Timing isn't just when you feed, it's how long and how fast you switch. Molasses is a powerful tool, but only when used in the right timing window. Use it as a short-term stimulant, introduce it gradually, and don't rely on it long-term without balancing with fiber and forage. Get the timing right and growth climbs. Feed smart, not more.